80.56, guys. That's rear wheel horsepower stock. This is 52 to 55, depending on the fuel and altitude and everything else. 50% increase in power. So you can add 15%. So at the crank, you'd be in the mid 90s on a crank dynamometer. And what are the factors that are holding us up right now?
Yeah, so right now I still have the stock injector in it, so that's really holding us up right now. I put a bigger injector in it, but as Ken can attest, we tried tuning it for like 3 days and just could not get this big injector to work. What I think was happening is the injector was so big that when the injector opened, it was dropping fuel pressure. But with the stock injector, I modified the stock injector that's in it now, and we were able to make the 81 horsepower reliably on pump. This is pump fuel as well.
What is your goal horsepower, and what is it going to take to get you there?
Yeah, so if we can get a bigger injector that'll work with this fuel pump, I want to make over 105 horsepower, because right now the highest horsepower dirt bike on the planet that's ever been dynoed is that YZ450, and he made 105 to the rear tire.
105. So 105 is the most ever recorded, yes, on a dyno. To put that in perspective, a good running stock CR500 is 52, 53 horsepower, and this has 80 point, what was it?
Yeah, 80.5 to the rear tire.
80.5. The dyno reports you've seen on the Stark, they say 80 at the crank, but the dynos have been how much?
Low 60s.
Low 60s?
Yeah, I think
this
64.
is substantially faster than a Stark mark right now, with a lot of potential. The only missing piece of the puzzle is the injector. You handmade this airbox, right?
Yes, yeah, and this mimics the stock airbox volume, so that's the reason it runs so good at idle. With single cylinders, it's really important that you have an airbox. For harmonic reasons, it's really hard to build boost if you don't have some kind of resonating chamber in the intake track.
So our next step is get a set of what's the name of those wheels that we're buying for it? What do we want to get for it?
Bimotos.
Bimoto, Supermoto wheels and some lights, and we're gonna take her down some gnarly back roads and show you what she'll do. Maybe bring a super bike along with us, like a Buell 1190 Hammerhead or something, you know?
Oh, heck yeah.
Got some great stuff coming down the pike, so stay tuned, guys. Happy 4th, everybody. So, do you have any issues with the clutch at 100 horsepower?
Honestly, we haven't had any issues at 80 horsepower, and I'm surprised because this is the stock clutch of the bike, stock spring. It's on the stiffest setting right now, but even then, it's remarkable that the stock clutch is able to hold 81 horsepower to the rear wheel.
This would be a kick-ass setup for a snow bike and or a dune bike, like for Glamis or something like that. This would be a hot setup. That's really would be a perfect application for this on a snow bike or a sand hill climb or grass drag bike or even a drag race bike. Love to bring this down the quarter. We should get those Bimoto wheels and take it to the strip and see what it'll do in the quarter.
That'd be cool. We can get under 10 seconds, I think.
That would be absolutely insane. What does this thing weigh?
They weigh 224 pounds, I think, out of the box. This bike with the turbo kit, we're still under 250 with all the turbo stuff on it.
So the power to weight ratio's off the hook.
Yeah. Man.
This is a factory edition. It comes with all the goodies. It's brand new. We're not done yet, guys. We're gonna work towards beating that 105 horsepower. Now, most advertisers are liars. Has been my experience with the dyno here, testing other people's stuff, and the most horsepower we've seen on that 450, that YZ 450, he claimed 120, 140, but the dyno showed 105.
Yes.
So you can claim, yeah, we can claim this is 100, 110, but it doesn't matter. What matters is what the dyno says, and it says 81. His said 105. Till I see a dyno report that shows him at a 120, 140, I gotta call bullshit, just straight up.
Yeah, and one thing I want to note is at 7 pounds of boost, we made 81 horsepower. So right now we're only at 7 pounds of boost, and that YZ450 at 8 pounds of boost only made 65 horsepower. So if you just do the math.
So it is what it is. Somebody put in the post here, if you've seen that dyno of that turbo 450 at anything more than 105, put it up there. But until then, it's all just talk and conjecture. And this is the Dyno's a lie detector, guys. It tells the truth every time, and most advertisers are straight up exaggerators. We don't do that. We show you the exact number, and our dyno's dialed in. It's showing the same numbers as the dirt bike dyno is on all the 24 450s and 23s and 22s. We've tested a bunch of them. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. God bless America. Oh, hey, Justin just threw the gauntlet down, and you want to race him?
Yeah. I invite the street sweeper to come down on his YZ450, and we could run these head to head. I think that'd be a phenomenal opportunity for both of us. I'd love to see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. So if he wants to run that Turbo 450, let us know. Anytime, anywhere. We're ready. That's it, guys. Have a great 4th, and God bless America.